All right, hello. It's Friday. It's magic time, and today there's a there's a draft I wanted to do on MTGO instead of more Dominaria. Not that I'm kind of want to do some more Dominaria still, but the next couple weeks have some cool MTGO formats that I'm interested in. This week, if I go ahead and you might tell from the title, but this is the Time Spiral Remastered set that was released a while back. This was the all of Time Spiral in one pack, and also a different time shifted list. Oh boy, words. So a lot of different cards in here. I don't remember them all, which that's gonna be a fun one. But yeah, I want to do this next week. On here is also one we're gonna be doing. They're putting Mirrodin Darksteel draft on here. Not Mirrodin Darksteel Fifth Dawn, weirdly enough. I guess they don't like what Fifth Dawn does to that format. It is weird because Fifth Dawn is like a kind of funky set, as it were, because it's like you got this like 5-color bent, but like there's no real fixing in Mirrored and Darksteel, so 5 colors effectively not real because like there's Mirrodin's core at uncommon, which is like not great, and then there's the talismans, and that's it. Last time we did this was Supreme. Yes, that was the last time we did Time Spiral Remastered. We did the Supreme draft, and we were like the Rift Bolt haver. I think we had like Keldon Marauders, Rift Bolt, and we were just like rolling through people. This is not the Supreme Time Spiral Remastered flashback. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump on in. The queue is likely to be lengthy. Yeah, this is probably gonna be a long queue with 166 players. That is a very, very low number. Was that lower than Rise last time? That might have been lower than Rise. So even at 5 of 8, this might be a little while to fire. Yeah, we had a chroma.
Hello.
Hello. Thanks for the host.
We were playing a very weird video game. Kaz may or may not join. What happened
Okay.
was streaming. I was like, I don't know what the hell Jen's is streaming. Kaz might be Slay the Spire, but no, you did that on like Tuesday this week. And then I was like, we could just go annoy him. He'll be hanging out in the
Yeah.
on airs.
Yes. Like I moved Slay the Spire to Tuesday because this draft format didn't appear until Wednesday.
Yeah.
So, and it's Time Spiral Remastered is the re-release Time Spiral set that has a different. It's all 3 sets in one. And it also has a different time shifted uh like
From what I remember
list.
about this, it doesn't have Sprout Swarm in it.
The joke, they made the joke about putting Swarm at Mythic, and then cowardice happened, and they didn't do it.
Mm.
Which I don't, I like, obviously, like I thought it would have been really funny to like open a pack and you get a Mythic and it's Sprout Swarm, but they decided they didn't want to have like opening a pack and getting Tree of Redemption level useless card. Um, it's funny, even if you open the Mythic, if you open it in like pack 3, you might not be able to shift over and make it work. If you're like already entrenched. This is not a set where you can splash a 3rd color easily.
No,
This is old magic.
this is old magic where you have 2 colors at most, and you praise the holy
Sure,
ratio to
yeah.
try to draw what.
Yep, you're
Actually, no. If you're very lucky, you might be able to pick a terramorphic
expanse.
expanse.
Yeah, this is actually what. Yeah, Terramorphic was first printed in this set.
And this was
Um,
some of the first common fixing lands ever. Was a
yeah,
terramorphic expanse.
because we this came right off the heels of a different set of common fixing lands, the Karus, and the like.
Yes, that was in
So
a 3-color. Those were like in 2-color. Like you drafted 3 colors in those set. You needed the
yeah,
Karus.
but yeah, in general, older Magic sets. I was kind of talking about this with. So next week is Mirrored in Darksteel,
Mm-hmm.
not Mirrored in Darksteel, Fifth Dawn, because Fifth Dawn is impossible because Fifth Dawn is a 5-color set that like has no fixing. Like they're limited, but like compared to like modern Magic, it's impossible to hit a 5-color requirement. Um,
What
there
even lands were printed in
none,
OG Mirrodin?
none,
Like the lands that
none
were the common lands were the
talismans.
artifact lands.
Yeah, so Mirrodin has Mirrodin's core at uncommon and
Yeah.
nothing. There are no rare duels. There are no common duels. There are no duels. They they
Yeah.
they decided that they thought the talismans were a reasonable replacement for dual lands,
I mean,
which
they're good
they're good
cards, but
cards. But no, Mirrodin is maybe Mirrodin might be the worst set for fixing in existence because like as you move forward, like you even have like rare duels or things like that. There's still some in green, obviously, in that set. There's a Sylvok that taps for colors your opponents can produce, which is
that was an old Magic thing they did.
yeah,
Querian Explorer,
yeah,
that kind of.
but
That was a
yeah,
good card though, because in that set, you drafted 3 colors. What's the worst land to fix for imaginable? You
yeah.
had
Yeah, so we're in the era. So in this set, the uncommon duels are the charge lands. They're the ones that you end step put counters on,
yeah.
and then like fire. Like you would use them for charging up a big move. Um, that was your land fixing. But you did have Terramorphic at common.
Yeah,
Um,
Terramorphic, which was just like a good card.
and then like after this point, you start seeing fixing as a normal like Vivids are in Lorwyn.
Yeah, in Lorwyn we had Vivids, and then in Shadowmoor at Rare there were the Filter lands, which started in Time Spiral. Graven
Yes,
Cairns
Graven
was
Cairns.
Graven Cairns.
So in Time Spiral, in Future Sight, we had 5 different lands that were like
Yeah,
future lands. There's Graven Cairns and Horizon Canopy, which finally did get
yeah.
full slash some cycle
Yeah, Horizon Canopy still does not have the
ally.
allied except for Horizon Canopy.
Yeah.
It's the only allied pair.
You then have River of Tears, which basically will never get a cycle because River of Tears only makes sense as River of Tears.
Yeah, River of Tears also
Because like
just a very good land
yeah,
because
River of Tears
it
is
goes into one kind of deck, but in that deck, it's very good.
yeah, River of Tears is effectively black on your turn, blue on your opponent's, and that's like what
Yeah,
you want the color to
because
be.
normally there are styles of control decks that play like both Thoughtseize and Counterspell. You're not supposed to, but you can.
Well, and
And
with
in those kinds of decks, you play River of Tears, you cast Thoughtseize, and then you can hold up Counterspell
well,
with
and
it
and
next turn.
weird. Let's think about what was right next to Time Spiral. Oh, it's Fey.
Yeah, it's Fey, where you
Wonder
could
what.
have like
Wonder if they want to cast black spells on their turn and blue spells
yeah,
on the opponents.
you can cast Thoughtseize and Bitter Blossom on your turn, and then click them on their turn.
Yeah.
Amazing.
The other ones you have, you likely do not remember Nimbus Maze. Nimbus Maze is pretty bad.
Hmm.
We,
One
we
of
we
them
have
got
we have
one
bet
of them got a card banned. The Grove of the Burn
yes, and
Willows.
that one is the last one. Grove is quite good. The Grove is you give your opponent a life for
Yeah, it's like
red.
the ops. it's an opposite of Carplus and Forest,
Yeah, you give your opponent a life for red or green, and you would use this with Zendikar uncommon punishing fire.
which is a 2-mana shock that says whenever your opponent gains life, you may pay red. If you do, return it from your graveyard to your hand.
And this was good enough to be like extended, like a thing in formats, like you know in bigger
It's still
formats.
you still occasionally see it in Legacy. I don't know how Lands is doing right now in Legacy, but one of the big
Not
powers of Grove punishing fire is that you can just repeatedly discard to whatever effect you have the punishing fire and then just tap Grove to get it back.
yeah.
And then late in the game it becomes 3 mana Rod of Ruin.
Yes, so
Where
so the power there is it gives you a sort of inevitability. Also, it makes
it's like
creatures
inevitability. Yeah, makes
garbage.
make it kills lots of creatures. It's inevitability. It can be card advantage. Like if you have Dak Faden. I know that was a thing in
Yeah.
Legacy where you would use Dak and Grove
Well,
with punching
it
fire
was
to
it was also a lot more powerful in the era of creatures that are killable by punishing fire pretty easily. You know, even
Mhm.
like to the point of like Delver of Secrets.
Yeah,
Um,
you just murder a Delver.
obviously,
Or
like as things with 3+ toughness become more playable, punishing fire actually loses a lot of a lot of power. But
still banned in Modern
yeah,
because of Grove.
yeah. So that's our cycle in this set. That was in Future Sight. Um, and yeah, so we do have fixing around here. We also have like good fixing in green. Green has search for tomorrow. Green has I think evolution charm. Let's see, how good would a land be that EDBs taps and untaps on your end step? I mean, obviously stronger than like any tap duel. Um, really goddamn strong in like anything that plays at instant speed or control decks. Obviously worse than like a shock or something like that, but that'd be a neat thing. The problem is that isn't useful in all colors. Like,
Yeah, not useful and it's not really useful in like green white usually.
yeah, that's one of its.
Oh, we
It's
got a pack. Okay, you got a future shifted card, Jens.
oh.
Future shifted.
All right. Let's crack some knuckles. I'm very sorry, Aaron Ephemeron. I have to give a little bit of a bad signal there.
Yeah, we got some cool cards in here.
Oh,
You've got Arid Ephemeron.
so
You've got Edge of Autumn and Gemhide Sliver,
yeah,
both cool.
talking about fixing in green, like this set does have very strong green fixing in both Edge and this and Search and even Evolution Charm. I think one of its modes is just go grab a
Uh,
basic.
there's a banned card in this pack. Where's it at? Can you spot it?
Mm.
It's hiding.
Ah!
Monkey.
Monkey. What's
There's
up?
also Pickles is here. Hello,
Yep.
Pickles.
Yeah, so Pickles, Brine Elemental plus Vesuvian Shapeshifter was a deck that just you flip Vesuvian Shapeshifter up and down, copying this, and your opponent never untapped.
There were several contemporary decks this
Oof.
era where you did that, where you just repeatedly tapped your opponent out. There's also
Yeah,
Yosei
Yosei
Lock.
Lock. Yeah, Yosei Lock.
Uh,
Um,
Cloudskate's great, goes with our pick really
yeah,
well. Engineer is okay, but we don't have anything to go with it.
I'm gonna note as far as like strong cards go,
Spider,
Tendrils is like this was primo constructed removal.
yeah,
Um,
Tendrils of Corruption is good. Penumbral Spider, Limited All
this
Star.
card has still to this day like I've never seen a common that makes me like go eyes wide like Penumbra Spider.
I'm pretty sure Penumbral Spider was an uncommon,
No,
but here it's been
no,
like
it was a common back then too. I'm pretty damn sure. Like because it was. I remember being nuts because it's a cycle. I thought the uncommon one was a little bigger.
uh,
I mean that's easily
I'm
checkable.
checking.
Check.
Nope, you're right.
Yeah, because I remember again eyes wide. Like you know it's been so long and this card is still. Goblin Engineer is nifty, but this is a lot more of a constructed card. We don't have like the setup for that. Pact of Negation, Delay, Drifter,
Demon
Ildal.
Veto is good. No, they were, yeah, the Penumbrals were from They were from Apocalypse.
Yeah, so
This was a
the vintage cube draft going well. Yeah, you're right there. That's pretty good. That's our vintage.
ah how good is
It's packed. I
Pact?
don't know. I'm looking at it just as a thing. It's a trick that nobody sees coming. Obviously,
Yeah,
um,
but you do have to pay or you lose the
you lose the
game.
game if you can't pay that.
You could just pick the
You
spider.
can pick the spider. We have delay, which is the counter suspend at 3. We've got uh Drifter Old Doll and Dreamstalker is actually pretty good for repeatedly picking things up. We see some slivers. We see Conflagrate, which is a good you do the flashback in a lot of decks with that. I think it's between Pact and Penumbra Spider.
Yeah,
Um
Pact's not the worst.
I'm gonna keep on Pact.
If we pass 2 spiders left, they will be in green.
Yeah. Chodo's Avenger.
There's Avenger. Uh, well, here's fixing the prismatic lens. This is actually a
Yes.
really good
This
artifact.
is actually just fine.
Uh,
It was a funny
sw- Swarm Yard.
I remember this for being uh back in the day when I played like early EDH. I wanted to build like a Karn Silver Golem deck, and you didn't have wastes, so you really needed to get all the
Yeah,
Staros lands, and this was one of them.
it was one of them. You had no rats. I like Dune Rider Outlaw because it is a. I'm sad to see it without its planar chaos border though,
Yeah,
because this is a color shift of Whirling Dervish.
the Rebel type on here is very powerful.
Yeah,
That's something
there's
that
rebels in this set.
if we could get into blue white Rebels with this setup, I would feel really good.
Yeah,
Like Aven Rift Watcher, Gossamer Phantasm, Rex Sage.
the Phantasm is probably the safest.
Yeah, it's awkward because it's speller ability, which means that like a number of these like spell
Shape.
shapers can get it, but it's also like very aggressive.
It is, and it's just like a good flying creature. Rexage is pretty good though.
And we passed up two um
We've been passing
passing decent
spiders.
green, you know. Yeah, they're called penumbra spiders because the token it makes is black. It was from an
It's a
invasion.
shadow.
Yes.
A penumbral badger or whatever.
Um,
Bobcat. But there was a Kavu, Bobcat was the common, it was a 2/1. Then
I'm
you had a
gonna
Snid. Would you be surprised that an Apocalypse card was a Snid? And then Worm was a 7 mana 6/6.
yeah, Chalice. We're not playing Chalice.
We're not
Primal
playing
Pla-
Plasma. It's usually a 4 mana 2/2 flyer.
yeah. Primal Force Mage is here for combinations with specifically uh suspend because it gains haste comes in. Um
It's like War Marshal's pretty okay too.
yeah, I don't hate either of those.
You
Primal
could just pick up.
Plasma's like
It's
generic.
Yeah, creatures are worse spec here than we're used to. So a modal hill giant might be fine,
Uh,
right?
let's accept that, and maybe we can. Okay, Pilfer looks nice.
Sophie Eric's daughter, a combo card that's never quite good enough.
Yeah, so this is a combo card in constructed back in the day with Crypt Champion, and then any Soul Tender of your choice.
Right,
Um,
some gift subs.
oh boy, Rebirth, 46.95. Thank you for the 5 gift subs. Congrats to Lord Sick Nasty, Kinetic Gibbon, Hemadroma's Cop Proper, and Betamax Hipster. I'm gonna go with the Pilfer here. One of the things that is actually quite good in blue is that blue has a running
Piracy charm.
blue has a running morph theme that's actually quite strong. Fairy.
Hmm, that's fine. Way to avoid flood. Sentinel Wood Readers is also pretty cool.
Yeah.
Maybe we just try picking up the green.
We'll just table one of those spiders for no goddamn reason. Okay, we're not doing that.
Okay. Well,
I'm not.
let's hear.
I'm not super excited by anything in this.
I guess I guess Salt Blast.
Salt Blast or Aaron Doomsayers is like a rebel target. Pit Keeper is fine. I'm just gonna. Ancient Grudge. This has negative power, by the way.
Char Rumbler's a -1/3 with double strike.
Alright, let's take a Dream Stalker. If we get some more coming to play effects, this could be a useful body. Multiple of these is a little awkward, but
Pick up the War Marshal.
yeah, the War Marshal is actually like a neat one.
That's a thing to Dreamstalk.
I'll take the.
Bewilder's an okay trick.
Yeah, draws a card.
Ridged Kusite.
Guided Strike as an anagram.
Dread Return. Okay, our blue is good. And
We need
who
to
knows what
figure
the
out
hell
what.
else is happening?
Yeah, as was mentioned, our passing of that's
Yeah, Gorgon Recluse is fine.
yeah, that's actually a fine card. If you have a way to discard it, the Madness works really well.
That's why there's spell shapers like that sea cloud, that
Yeah, that
seed
cloud.
thing.
All right, let's kind of leave this stuff. Do some sorting.
Yeah, so you wanna be able to madness the Gorgon, because if you can madness it mid combat, it will slow touch whatever it blocks.
Lab
Lab
Maniac.
Maniac.
That's very funny. Miri the Cursed is actually quite strong.
Yeah, Bury the Curse is a very powerful card.
Yeah.
Mangara of Corondor is
Um,
okay. There's also Piracy Charm.
yeah, Mangara is an all-star in
Nobody's played
no,
Mangara in DT in many years, Jens. I'm
like
sorry.
sorry. Let me say was then it
There
was.
you go.
All
Oh,
right.
there's a Temporal Isolation below the cut. That card's really
That's really good
good.
too. I'm kind of interested in black if black was as open as it
Yeah,
was.
Mirror of the Curse is
Miri's a
Mirror of the Curse is a good reason to go into black.
yeah, like Miri usually isn't getting that counter. Miri's just usually attacking for a bunch.
Snapback, it would also be a reasonable pick.
Yeah.
Just to
Abrupt Enslave, huh? So this
enslave.
card is wildly strong. It's a mind control for 6 that deals the owner of the creature a damage at the beginning of your upkeep. This was reprinted in New Phyrexia and was also
Yeah.
wild there. We got a lot of double black here, so I feel like if we're playing black, we're pretty committed to it. But this is
It means that we're going to have to lean on our prismatic lens, maybe.
yeah. I mean, the lens also lets us get up to this mana at a reasonable time.
Yeah.
Other cards of note in here: Infiltrator, Ilkor has a very quick suspend. Suspend 2.
Yep. Suspend 2, and then it blasts on in.
Yeah, it's effectively 3 unblockable.
Compare that to Corpulent Corpse, which is not good.
Even Mind Sensor was a good old Errant Ephemeron. Thank you.
There's your Errant Ephemeron. Chromatic Star, another one of the classics.
Yep. So Errant Ephemeron is the A plus like common in this set. This is the card that like would tell you like blue. Yes, it's blue. Let's go blue, because it's a 4/4 flyer that you set up on turn 2, and then it comes in down with haste. Also, 4/4 flyer is effectively untouchable. Like nobody's competing with that in any. Even our rare here doesn't compete with a 4/4 flyer.
Jodas Avenger is so weird.
What a
It's
weird. So
a blue card with double strike.
yeah, so this is a blue card with like yeah, it's the only blue card with double strike outside of like 5-color nonsense. Um, it's very again planar chaos made some absolutely wild things. Virulent Sliver, yes. So that's
Poisonous 1. White Main Lion, a good one.
Fibblethip, not a bad.
Thimblethip does draw cards. There's a snapback here. There's an Infiltrator
I'm a
Core.
little more interested in Infiltrator. Orcish Cannonade, this card is wildly good.
Yeah, this is much better than it looks.
2 to any target, 3 to you. And draw a card. Sting Scourger, also wildly good. In Planar Chaos, they gave red bounce.
They gave it like
And it was
bounce
very,
you
very
don't
good.
control.
Yeah, you could
it's like Dead Gone and this guy, which he's holding a Mana War on a stick.
Yeah, it's very cute. Sulfur Elemental, really cool card. This saw a lot of sideboard play. And main deck play as well, even. And But yeah, I'm definitely here. The red looks good in here, is I guess what I'm saying, but the blue is obviously still
Riddle of Lightning.
okay. Icarus Slick
Slick is my
is
favorite card from the set. It's
is
not the best, but it's my favorite.
it is the card of time.
Yeah, so this is 3 mana, -3/-3 if you need it to be that, but it's also 5 mana instant speed -3/-3 draw a card.
6 mana, two and four,
Or 6
two
mana.
and
I
four.
thought it was
No, but it's 2 and 4 because you don't cast the top right. Tendrils of Corruption obviously would be a card I'd be fine to pick up too, just because we're getting pretty hefty into.
but we might it might be like a 4 mana Soren's whatever.
But if we can pick up like another Prismatic Lens or something like that and start being like a pretty hefty deck, like I kind of like the black we have going on here. Probably Life and Limb. This is a good way to kill yourself.
Mhm.
All your lands become creatures, then you just fall over dead.
It's like
Um,
a reference to Cormus's Bell.
yeah.
You could have just a Thallid.
We also have Piracy Charm, which is like a
Chromatic
reasonable
Stars,
card. Chromatic
a mulligan on
Star.
your pick.
Yeah. I don't hate like picking up some more black to have this be like 50-50.
Yeah, and we
Um,
might get some more
and
Dispo
like this
Salads.
thing's fine. It's it 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 takes a while. Like you don't want to draw this late ever, but it is fine.
It's fine.
Um,
Chromatic Star also better than uh Muckdrub.
Muckdrub is kind of funky.
It is.
It steals
It steals the
targeting.
target of a spell. Yeah, so you can have it steal an effect. It also is just a surprise blocker. Yixla Jailer is one of my favorite pieces of graveyard hate of all time.
Yeah, it's a very cool one. Um,
Does Thallid? Okay, Thallid just it's not the one that yeah,
yeah.
Thallid.
Um,
The Jailer is also just like a piker
yeah.
if you don't want the Muck Drub.
Let's jailer. Let's do that. All right, we get assassinate. Uh,
You got Assassinate.
okay, we're seeing a lot of. Oh, we also have foresee. Is that better?
Removal is really
Removal's really good.
good.
We don't have a lot right now.
Yeah, removal's really good.
Take a
We have a card draw spell. It's called Mystic Confluence.
Yeah, that's fair. One of the things you're seeing here is that we've seen like 6 Jota's Avengers. That's very funny.
It runs.
Yeah. Um, you're also seeing like just like things in this set. Like, God, if you pulled this on a pack, that'd be a foil ancient grudge. Damn.
Yeah.
Lab Maniac made it back around. Pit Keeper's like fine. Can I set up a
We we
world
we
where
we can't make Lab Maniac work,
I
Jens.
don't think there's
We
any
can't.
I don't think there's like a limited combo we can do to just like mill the whole deck, right?
There might be, but we wouldn't get it. Like
Like, what am I picking here then? Piracy Charm or Pit Keeper?
Pit Keeper, we're getting enough creatures where Pit Keeper can actually do something.
Yeah. Sorry, Lab Maniac. I don't believe. Ooh, I do believe in Dune Rider Outlaw though.
Yeah, the
This is actually
powerful 2-drop.
this is a powerful 2 drop. It might not come down on 2 for us immediately, but our black is looking a lot more real. Like, not.
Yeah,
One of the
I
things
guess.
I love about this set is just how like decades removed almost. Still have a ton of cards in here that are like very notable, like
Empty the
memorable.
Warrens.
Uh, you know,
Riddle of Lightning.
I'll take Snapback.
I like the art on Riddle of Lightning.
Yeah,
That's about it.
Sting
There's not
Scoop.
a lot to the. It's not a lot to the spell.
Skirt
Okay,
Shaman
nobody's.
has. It's not exactly intimidate, but it's also exactly intimidate.
Storm Entity is a very funny one.
Yeah.
Joyra's Time Bug.
And Muck Drub.
And we got the Muck Drub.
All right, so
We got a
let's.
Snid. That's how we know we're playing old school Magic. Epic Experiment.
Let me go.
You just pick. It looks like another Icarus Slick to me, but
Yeah. One of our favorites, again, if we were doing it for cube nonsense, and of course, cards that last. We've got this plus War Marshal. Here's the land we were talking about.
Reckless Worm is a truck in a
Reckle,
different color.
yep. Yep, this is a color
Color
shift.
shifted arrogant
Arrogant
worm.
worm.
Actually, how good is Sliversmith?
Uh, I
I
don't
don't
think
know.
I'm not picking it over Icker Slick, but I also like that's actually pretty cool in that like if your opponent's on slivers, you just get to like obliterate them by having a bunch of bodies that copy their.
It would also be a way to like Muckdrub, Gorgon Recluse, Icker Slick, but ooh, Faceless Devourer.
Ooh. So Faceless Devourer. So these horrors were a thing in Torment. Faceless.
Uh, there were
Manip-
faceless things.
Black 2. Faceless Manipulator. Was it the
It
what?
was this.
It's the
It
O
was
ring creature.
yeah. But it was Faceless Butcher.
Butcher. Why am I thinking manipulator? I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah, Faceless Butcher was the first like
oh, Faceless
Fiend
Manipulator is a
Hunter.
Hearthstone card. Anyway, but yeah, there were a number of cards like that in the set that were like, do a thing and then undo the thing if it died.
Who was the one that got a card from hand?
That's Mesmeric Fiend.
Mesmeric Fiend. Yes.
Yeah, again, other things in here. Thornwheel. The Nantuko Shaman's a really cool design.
Because if you suspend it, you draw a card.
Chalice of the Void too, huh?
Um, Crookclaw, Mana Tithe. Crookclaw is a weird card. It's like a 3/1 flyer that can block as a 1/3 on the turn it comes into play.
Yeah, or it can do like some other like kind of weird.
It's very weird in that this card no longer has some of the tricks it used to have, where you could do some weird stuff with
So
damage on the stack.
yeah, damage on the stack made it a lot more wild.
We already have a Dread Return.
Yeah, I'm not super interested in Dread Return 2 here. Cloud
What is a
Seeder is not.
either Cloud Seeder or a 3/1 flyer with just playing that guy honest.
Yeah, I think I'm fine playing an honest Crook Claw Transmuter. Lavita,
Lavinia.
Yeah, Lavinia.
You want to put Smallpox in our deck and make our deck worse?
Probably
Are
just
we black enough to have Nightshade Assassin?
we weren't when I first saw this card. Like earlier, I thought, well, we had 4 black cards. Now we have like 13, and
Yeah, and how many? And
this is
you have
probably
to.
minus two because like we have like things like like that are higher up things. We're probably holding Icar Slicks till later.
Yeah, so like yeah, Nightshade is a reference to like was it Scent of Nightshade that did this
Yeah.
ability?
Um.
There were whole scent
Yes,
like
Lavinia does counter suspend cards. The problem being, it's like it is just opponents. If we were in the color combo for it, it would be a hell of a card to actually have in this set. But the Nightshade, Trigon Predator, Gossamer
Trigon.
Phantasm, Pendlehaven Elder. One thing to note about this set is that every card is like 2 or 3 references combined. Like just so you know how this works. Sometimes it's more, sometimes less.
Yeah, probably just a Phantasm here, or the Trespasser, or the Grub.
I don't hate Trespasser because we do have some Madness cards.
Yeah, we could get a discard outlet.
Yeah,
And it can force damage as well. Or block a shadow creature. That can be important.
that could happen.
Ooh,
Strangling
Strangling
Soot.
Soot. Ooh.
This,
We can flash that back with the
with the
with
prismatic
our with the
lens.
prismatic lens.
Yeah, so this
Or
card.
we can there's also the Sliver Smith that's just like probably a better discard outlet than Trespasser Back.
I don't want to pass up this good of a kill spell is the problem. Again, the same thing with the last Sliver Smith is that like
Yeah.
the Icar
Uh, let
Slick is more.
let's just pick up a Strangling Soot.
Yeah, because this kill, well, especially because toughness 3 or less kills a ton in this set.
Mhm.
Um,
Doesn't kill Errant Ephemeron, but we'll just use our
yeah.
assassinate on it and hope that's enough. Extirpate.
Extirpate. Oh,
Yeah,
uh,
Dreamscape Artist is a fun
Dreamscape
one.
Artist. Dreamscape Artist is cool because it's casting Harrow because again, what's a color pie?
Yeah, blue had weird land stuff in Planar Chaos.
Shivan
Shivan
Meteors
Meteor.
this is a cool card.
It gets the job done.
Yep, just but yeah, extirpate here. Very powerful constructed card.
I like Mind Stab, and I like Mind Stab Thrall.
Also, we got like, the green in here is quite nice, but
Yeah, search is good.
Pongify.
Ponga, Fathom Seer, Reality Acid.
Reality acid with not Riptide Pilfer. Dreamstalker is like the, you know, that's
That's
the
the
that
dream.
is the dream right there. This is a good pack. Damn, Fathom Seer
Yeah.
is very good.
It casts
Pongify, yeah,
Gush.
cast Gush.
Pong- Pongify does work.
Yeah, it does. It gets the job done. It turns it into a 3/3, and hopefully that's easier for us to deal with. I'm interested in this.
Yeah,
It's a little late,
I'm
but
I'm interested in this. Plus, it works with Riftwing as well.
if we want
You can
the
pick up our Silversmith, silver like a piracy charm.
yeah Coral Trickster. This was an important card because it was the first spoiler that Merfolk were returning. People were really big
Merfolk were a
on.
Merfolk was a forgotten tribe for like 10 years.
Maybe not. I think it was only like 5, but it was a while.
Talarian Sentinel, I guess. But no,
Yeah,
it was between the last Merfolk were in like
APOC.
Onslaught, right? Like
Well,
Onslaught block.
yeah, but Onslaught Block is only 3 years removed from this set.
That was no, it was Onslaught, and then how many
Mirrodin,
sets was it?
then Mirrodin, then Ravnica, then this. It's only 3 years.
No, we're missing Kamigawa,
Oh yeah, and Kamigawa, yes, but
and then
but
like
but Onslaught
four
also
or
did,
five
but
sets.
Onslaught didn't have Merfolk also. It,
Ridged Kusite.
uh,
We're not playing Ridged Kusite, but
no, I'm gonna pick up Chalice of the Void.
we can sideboard Chalice. Yeah.
Smallpox.
Smallpox, Sarcomite Mirror,
That's
Bewilder. We already have a Bewilder. We're not playing any of these.
no, no, we're not.
Okay, this deck's gonna be hard to build. Let's look how many picks we ended up with.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be hopefully pretty like straightforward on what we're doing, just because like we have a lot of side color stuff we're not playing. There's a 35 in the main. Okay, so that's actually like we have a pretty
Yeah.
deep.
And then we have stuff like those Slipstream whatever. Those are unplayable.
Yeah, those are the only time those are fine is if you actually are in on like the blue morph setup stuff, which we aren't. We don't have the Shaper Parasite. We don't have, that sort of nonsense.
If we had Yorion, we would consider playing a 60 card deck.
Yeah, let me do this like the other way.
Start with the good stuff like Enslave,
Yeah,
Errant
so
Ephemeron,
yeah,
Mystic Confluence,
Earthwing, Cloudskate, Myria the Cursed, Icarus Slicks, multiple
Assassinate.
Assassinate, Soot, Prismatic Lens, Infiltrator Ilcor,
We want to play the Dreamscape Artist.
yeah. We also want to like get stuff on 2 here because we don't have
Yeah, but let's start with
Nightshade Assassin, Gorgon Recluse.
Pit Keeper's an okay 2-drop. We end up with enough creatures for it.
We're at 11 right now.
Although it's weird. It's hard. Pit Keeper is like if you're playing it as a 2-drop, you're not getting back the Gravedigger ability. But for playing Reality Acid, we probably want to play Dreamstalker.
Yep. I'm gonna put the pact in here and just play the pact.
But,
And then
so now we've got stuff like Crookclaw, Sliversmith, Muckdrub, Snapback.
yeah, right now this is 14 creatures. Um, our curve is a lot better than it looks because like these are actually like down here. This is
Yeah,
actually down
and
here.
Rifty as well.
This is down here. Like we actually have
Uh,
a
Dreamscape costs 3 to do its thing, right? Dreamscape Artist, it
yeah.
costs 3 to. That's a little hard to use with like. It's okay to use with Gorgon. It's a little hard to use with Icar Slick.
I don't care about it as much for that. I care about it because it lets us get up to like.
It rips all your lands out of your
Yeah, I was gonna
deck.
say you discard a land, you rip all your lands out of your deck, and then like your draws are good. It also like we have a ton of these double black
Yeah, and it does fix for double
cards, and
black.
like that's the other bit is just the fact that like it helps us get that set up when like it could be really bad.
It does give us a annoying decision to make, though.
No, that's funny. We could, yeah, Tolarian Sentinel plus the Reality Acid is another Reality Acid combo.
Hmm.
Um,
You could maybe play that over the Crook Claw, but a 3/1 flyer is a lot better than a 1/3 flyer.
yeah.
Um,
What were you saying is the kind of annoying?
if we're playing Dreamscape Artist, do we go down an island and play Hero Mountain,
Right? Do we play that for searchable so that we can
or we
uh
can Soot?
soot?
And it has to be over island because our double black commitments are too great. Although our most powerful card in the deck by a very wide margin is double blue.
Yeah. Mystic Confluence on any mode is like ridiculous. You know, bounce two, counter, bounce two, draw three, draw two, counter. I don't know. Any combination of modes on this card is stupid.
Like we're the win rate on this card is going to be like 80%. If we
It's
cast it, we will win.
it's Cryptic Command. Like if we're anywhere near like live in a game, we should win.
And it can get you out of situations that very little else can, because you can at your most desperate times it is return 3 target creatures to their owner's hand.
Mm-hmm.
So
Um,
so mountain or not, or do we just rely on Lens and just Soot is just like a good card to play anyways,
I
and
think
if we get to flash it back, it's a fine.
I think that might be how we go, just based on the double black, double blue commitments being really high. Like
Yeah.
it's very difficult for us to be able to cut a land in here. You know,
Have to be island.
I'm looking at Trespass or Vec if that's maybe better than Click Craw Transmuter because that gives us a discard out for lid for Recluse, for Assassin, for Icar
Yeah,
Slick, even the
I
one.
could see that happening. Yeah, and a 3 mana 3/1 was like par back in the day. You
Yeah,
have to remember there
yeah.
were certain sets where you played this creature vanilla, right? I think it was a beetle. What was it called? There
We're
was a beetle that
we're
was
in
a
so we're in the era where Blade of the First Pride is printed right now. This is it.
yes.
This is where it is printed. So like I think we're just reaching the time period where like you're expecting a 3/1 with text. Like you're maybe a 3/2, like you know, you're just playing a 3/2 or like Gnarled Mass was a 3/3 no text, and you were fine with
Yeah.
that. Um I don't think you ended up playing 3/1s no text just because
Okay, I was thinking of Urza's Destiny Goliath Beetle, which is a
that's
3 mana 3/1 trample in green.
that's a few almost 10 years removed from this. So
I know. This is what time compression does to
yeah,
me,
yeah,
gents. I've been
I
playing
know.
this game too
I
long.
know, same here, because like, you know, we're looking at a ton of very powerful cards, but again, this set was printed in what, 2007, 6,
Yeah.
7,
So 15 years
6,
ago.
no, it's 2006. Yeah. So like 6 and 7, I think pretty specifically. So,
One
yeah.
too many. That's how they call it. There's
Uh
1, 2, and then many years.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
I specifically like Dreamscape artists for giving us the way of like just saying we're done drawing lands. That's important
and
to me.
and it can let us like cast an early enslave.
Yeah.
We can cast enslave on like turn 4 because of a well, no, turn 5, even if we have prismatic lens to go with our artist. Let's rock.
Yeah. All right, let's add some lands.
I think 8/9 is better.
Mm, Yeah, I'm worried.
Dreamscape artist, Dreamscape. No, we don't have to worry. Dreamscape artist and prismatic lens will save us.
Yeah, obviously, it makes the Dune Rider a little worse, but like that's fine.
That's fine. If it's bad, we'll discard it. It'll be fine. Or we can play. If it becomes very clear that we just cannot cast it, we can play Yixlid Jailer and have some. We can make our
What?
flashback.
Oh,
Ah, okay, yeah.
okay. You just go.
Years ago. Moto updated
Sure.
recently, and it changed a lot of things.
Hmm. Mystic Confluence.
It's the confluence. Actually, if it becomes clear that Dune Rider sucks, we can play this Sliversmith because that's imminently castable no matter what.
Yeah, I'm thinking of that card a lot more of a sideboard card. I think that card's garbage. I, I,
You think Sliversmith's
I
bad?
think that card's unplayable unless our opponent's on slivers.
I like discarding lands.
I I do too, but I want anything for it, and a 1/1 that makes 1/1s for is not exactly what I want out of. Like we had access to like the cloud sprite, like
Yeah,
the one that
those
makes
are
1/1 flyers, and I still think that card's bad too. Like,
yeah, cards also.
which it's effectively the same card, but everything is flying in the equation. I don't know.
And they can't block.
Yeah,
You're probably right.
like
I
as a
just have
as a discard outlet, sure, but like we also aren't really a
yeah,
madness
we're not
deck.
really.
We have
You're probably right.
we have two cards with madness that matter because Ick or Slick, you're usually cycling for the madness, not doing it. Anyway, we have Dread Return. I could also play Dread
It would
Return.
be all different if we were playing Muck Drub. Then that would be
Then
Sliversmith's. That would be Sliversmith's time to shine.
Muckadrub.
The Muck Drub. He
Muck
looks so sad.
Muckdrub might be like fine if our opponent's on like stupid amounts of pump spells. Yeah, I'd like to play first. Thanks. All right,
Sure.
sure.
Do we morph our guy? We're probably we suspend. Yeah, we morph our guy because we suspend Cloud Skate on two.
So I'm gonna go ahead and play a swamp first in case of you know.
Dune Rider Outlaw. Yeah. Mystic Sanctuary.
Okay.
Banned cards.
I might just play Pilferer right now.
Yeah, and then we can Icar Slick their play and then make them discard.
Or if they don't have a play.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and do this and see what comes of it. This might be a little aggressive. Mog War Marsh.
Nope.
Suspend
Errant
Aaron
Ephemeron.
that was one of the big thought processes behind this. Is if you're in blue, that's a lot more expected. The font is smaller. What happened? Whatever.
The font's smaller, and also like the mana symbols are like. Yeah, so we have our own guide.
All right, let's rip a card. Love to rip cards.
Stink Scourger. They didn't want to bounce our guy.
Nah, I mean, I guess our guy is. Yeah, they probably don't want to because like it would just be bouncing at no effect, right? Like you're not paying the echo. We're just replaying. Ah,
They've got Care Keep.
okay. They can now block us.
Yeah, but I'm fine paying a thing that makes them pay 2 mana every turn.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
All right, Dune Riders here. Um, well,
Up we go.
let's make them pay their 3 mana, or not.
Okay.
I thought for sure they would be blocking that with a Care Keep token. Madness Worm. No, this is shit. Yeah, yeah, this is Madness
It's
Worm. I knew at the moment they didn't block. Well,
oh well.
that's bad. Anyway,
It's just a we have a we have a we can counter it next turn.
Well, we can bounce it
Yeah, we
soon.
can bounce it, and if they replay it off the madness, we could
Yeah,
confluence.
the moment the block didn't happen, my brain, like, an alarm went off, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Where, like, you're about to die. We can't even Ick or Slick kill it. Oh, well, they're just...
Nope.
Okay, well, if they're just gonna do that, then I'm fine with this.
Suspend.
Okay.
But now we hold up Mystic Confluence.
Mr. Confluence, we can't really counter Errant Ephemeron, but that's okay. Um... Yeah, we just pass here. They make a Carekeep token.
This Mystic Confluence might be like a bounce, draw card type thing.
If they have like a good 5, we can go like Bounce Worm, Counter Draw, you know, all 3 modes.
But even
Obviously,
if it's just like bounce the worm, bounce Errant Ephemeron, that's pretty good.
yeah.
Because
Bouncing it,
Errant Ephemeron is like killing it.
yeah.
We're also going to be able to Riftwing something. Like, our level 0 play here is Riftwing the worm and then, like, counter it on the way down when if they elect to discard it.
Yeah,
Then we can use Icker Slick to beat Errant Ephemeron in combat with Cloud Skate.
that's also true. Alright, I guess I'm just bouncing Worm with Cloudscape.
Yeah. Let's cast it.
Yeah, because, like, I could bounce the token, but that's not really anything. Obviously, attacking with Riptide Pilferer gets a lot worse here, but
Yeah.
that's fine.
Escape Artist.
Which I can't cast this turn, but that's okay.
Yeah, I think we just ship it and see what they do.
Do we leave back Riftwing Cloudscape, or is that too transparent?
Might be too transparent.
I
Although maybe it might be just transparent enough. Let's just ship in with the Outrider.
Yeah, like this is clearly getting blocked. Because the idea here is that we can block with Riftwing Cloudscape, cycle Ick or Slick, and kill Errant Ephemeron.
Yeah. Ooh.
That's annoying. Hmm.
Might have to blow our Icker Slick on that. Then we can just Confluence to bounce the Ephemeron.
Yeah. They're not gonna target anything but itself. They're gonna block it as a 1/3.
See what they target.
Obviously, if it's
They
anything but
target itself, but they
there's.
could elect to kill their Kobold.
All right, so let's go cycling.
Madness. Is it still an O for 1?
Yes, that's why I'm happy with it. Let me draw a
I
card.
might get to punch us in the nose with Iron Ephemeron, but it'll be fine. Hell, we might,
Dead.
ooh,
Okay.
dead.
All right.
Hell, we might, like, bounce Iron Ephemeron, bounce Riftwing Cloudskate, you know?
Ooh, okay.
Pretty good one.
Yeah.
Although their turn this year is probably not this year. Their turn this turn is like hit us with Ephemeron, cast Arrogant
Yeah, just
Worm
cast Arrogant Worm.
or Reckless Worm, I
Yeah, yeah,
guess.
yeah, yeah. We know what's up. Like, so we're taking 4 here.
Okay, another creature we have to bounce.
We're gonna have a lot of trouble here, aren't we? Well,
Um, uh,
bounce, bounce, draw.
yeah, I guess.
Yeah, those are really big, and where you don't have like. All right, so let's go. Return target creatures in his hand. Draw a card. This.
This deals with the ephemeron for a while.
Yeah.
There's the soot.
Icker Slick plus kills something. So their hand is just
That
haymakers.
their hand is haymakers.
It's the 6/6. It's a 4/4. It's another 4/4 flyer and an unknown card. So they're just gonna play a haymaker at us.
Miri plus
Okay.
strength. Miri plus Icker Slick also can get work done though,
Okay, nice.
and that's -3/-3.
Yeah.
Do we just okay? Do we play Miri or Dreamscape Artist?
Why not both?
Why not both?
Like, Miri seems like we need to up the clock.
Yeah, and that makes our Icker Slicks much better. Because this lets us attack for 6 this turn, although they'll block the.
We're not
Yeah,
attacking with
we're
Riptide
attacking with
Pilfer.
Riptide Pilfer. Yeah,
Yeah, we're not
we don't
attacking
do that.
with yeah.
That would be foolish.
All right, 5 in the air. Okay.
Surprised they
Cobalt, sure.
I'm surprised they suspended the Ephemeron.
They think this game's lasting 4 turns, which
Like they could have just like played it Rattle, drew a land, played Ephemeron, you know?
are they worried that like if they just went into Irrattle, that they just get killed? Like, you know, because if they tap out for it, that's really bad. All right, so this is them playing their 6/6 again. Yeah, Itali.
Yeah, Itali, whatever. This was in like the free deck.
I
Packed.
do not hate that draw. We can just Icker Slick plus Strangling Soot. That will kill.
Yeah, just admit that we have to take our medicine. We had an 0 for 1 before, so it shouldn't be so bad to 2 for 1 ourselves.
Yeah, and we can't Nightshade Assassin plus.
Yeah, we're a little bit off from Nightshade Assassin plus Slick doing it, so Nightshade Assassin might still be able to like nug a Cobalt out of the way. We're able to attack with the Pilferer this turn.
Yes. And that matters because we need that final point.
Yeah, and we can ship him with Dreamscape Artist too. 1/1 in. Yeah, Enslave would have been the best possible.
Yeah.
And
See, the thing
Enslave is
is,
still a good
here's the
draw
thing.
because
Here's the thing. We have 5 power flyers
yeah, and a pact negation.
and a pact negation.
We're
So
pretty locked in.
yeah, like I just don't counter any play that's not a. So really, again, this suspend is what got.
Although they never had the 1/5. No, they could have just cast it.
Yeah, they're on 7. They could cast it right here now.
That was so weird. They should have just played the 6/6, but I don't
Okay.
know.
Well, we got there with like again they're on haymakers, but like our early again like casting Mystic Confluence is a
Yeah, we won the game because we bounced creature. So here's the question: are we so afraid of Reckless Worm that we will not play Riptide Pilferer?
that's a
Or
that's a good question.
I think that's a bit foolish.
Yeah, like, it would be like Yixlid Jailer, but Yixlid Jailer also doesn't really do anything here. I
You
like
know, it does do something. It keeps us from flashing back strengthening stuff.
True. We're on Crook Claw Transmuter. We have
Wilder. Bewilder sadly does not work with. Nah, if you've Quick Claw plus Bewilder, you can force Strangling Soot to work Mana.
or
Actually, no, that
or
doesn't
kill
work.
something. Yeah, no.
Layers.
So the switch layer is the last thing that happens.
Yeah. Switch
So
layer is the last layer that
so if we
happens.
bewilder a 3 power creature, it dies. Like that's how it works. Um.
Oh. I think
Uh,
we probably just ship it back.
yeah. The only card I'm thinking that like might be not so great is Gorgon Recluse, but even that like still death. I'm just like worried that that body sucks.
Yeah, it's not the greatest, but it blocks their 6/6 and kills it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this.
Let's try that.
I'm gonna live in a world
Where reality acid
where
is
reality
is
acid is
bonkers.
bonkers. That's the world we live in. Where we get to start reality aciding lands against the 6 mana deck.
That's pretty good. I do like that.
Yeah. Hmm.
One lander. Well, it's got your reality acid in it.
Yeah.
This is not a keep.
If it had a second, if it had a blue instead of like any of these, I would try it. But
There we go. We just bottom the pact and
yeah, Enslaved's powerful enough. We keep it
we can cycle Icar Slick
if we need to.
if we desperately need to, but
So,
we can just like play some 2 drops.
yep.
Now, do we get the Thallid going, or do we try to aggro their hand? I guess
Um.
we can let their play determine for us.
Yeah. Thallid's the most likely, but Pilfer does.
We could morph the
I kind of like.
Pilfer.
I kind of like just playing Pilfer as a 2/2 and playing this Thallid on.
Yeah, now that we drew the extra land, that's perfectly reasonable. Now with Enslaved, their Ephemerons and even the Worm, I won't be so greedy as to say they're 6/6, but
Yeah. Okay. Happy to have
well,
not seen Ephemeron there, obviously.
get the salad going.
No
If it's
looter
not,
ill core or some nonsense. Okay, again, talk about like this format. Time Spiral is this like long standing.
is that
Am I killing
is that a
that?
yeah? Are we killing that?
I think I'm killing that.
I think we might be killing
I
that.
think I'm casting Icar Slick on that. Okay. They missed a land drop, so we're killing that. That's the
Yeah, because
idea.
that would turn their one next land drop into every land drop for the rest of the game.
Yes. And they're all color as well here, so we're gonna.
Just a little bolt the turd
And Mirror the
and
Cursed.
mirror the curse. Okay. And next turn we get to produce a 1/1.
Yep.
That's what Deathbloom Thallid does, right?
And it can sack the Saprolings to -1/-1. A morph.
A morph. We have won the game. Congratulations, Slayo, you've won the game.
Yep.
You've won the game.
Like the best thing that could be would be Shaper Parasite, right? Like kill Miri.
You attack with a Thallid? Ah. Because they could block and then you could sack your thing to
True.
slurp and trade and it's a confluence. It's fine. What could they possibly? If they shape or parasited our mirror, you would just bounce it, and then
Yeah, I would bounce the Miri and draw some cards. That is the actual outcome there.
it's got haste. It's fine. Ah, they come in. Do not care.
Yeah, I'm
You
just
could
taking.
double block it actually.
I don't care. I'm taking. I'm
Because
taking the
if they flip,
damage.
if there was their own pilferer, we could murder it. All right, in we go.
All right, is it Shaper Parasite? This is where it would flip if it was Shaper Pongify.
Pongify. Do we care?
Not really.
Yeah, we don't. It's just they
They
gave her a
they
toughness.
ground our flyer.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. I'd rather hold up like more relevant counters. I'm not even playing anything this turn. I'm just holding up Mr. Confluence.
Yeah. The Thalid will eventually take over the game, dude.
It's a thallid. That's what it does.
It's our threat. Now they can't attack because we have a 3/3. Look at that ape token. He is having a time.
That ape is going places.
I'm telling you, ape, you're going places.
All right.
Who are you and how did you get here?
Ape.
I'm ape token, and I'm an ape token.
Ape. Nothing on step. We're just
I'm
holding up
sure.
mana. Yeah, I'll take the hit.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take the hit.
Nope. We have produced
Okay.
another Thalid. Now we can play Prismatic Lens. Well,
That drops shields for a quarter second.
it drops shield for a quarter second, so we don't have to. We don't have to. We don't have to. We're winning. Don't blink. Oh my god,
Oh my god, it was Gathan Raiders.
it was the Gathan Raiders. Well, now we can counter their Reckless Worm, bounce Gathan Raiders, and draw a card. And all because we didn't blink. Spell pierce our ass. Spell pierce our ass. Spell pierce our ass.
Logic not for 2.
Logic not for 2. That's basically spell pierce.
Yep.
Well, now we're a little blown out.
I mean, the Reckless Worm doesn't live.
Yeah, they can block, and then we throw a Thalid at it.
Yeah.
Gathan Raiders. How do we throw both Thalids at it?
Yeah. Absolutely. Okay.
Logic Knot's a good one.
Logic not's good.
For a minute, that was played in Modern. But
Alright.
then they printed Counterspell.
They've got 6 mana now. They can do something big, but we obviously can just
Reality Acid it or Enslave.
enslave.
I would love for them to cast their Dinosaur.
Wow. Alright.
Conflagrate.
That does a job. And here's a morph.
There's a morph. Do we steal that morph? We steal Gathan Raiders?
I steal Gathan Raiders. I can attack for 3. Kind of like that.
I can attack for 3 and they're on a clock. They might have to chump if we do this.
Yeah, that's the other thought process.
In we go. They either have to chump or go to 3.
They can conflagrate their hand away if they really want to kill Gathan Raiders, but... Okay.
Ah, the Riddle of Lightning.
Will it work? So scry 3 and then damage equal to mana cost.
Reel the top. Do they have a 3-drop on the top 3 of their deck?
It's funny they have to do this. Oh, shit. Alright, they're gonna get the Time Walk next turn.
I love the art on Walk the Aeons.
2 creatures in yard. Okay.
Dreamscape artist can put 1 more creature in the yard. We
Yeah.
pitch the Riptide Pilferer.
Well, we just want to play out bodies because our opponent's going to 1 here.
Yeah, so we just play Morph and Piker.
Yeah, so...
Or is Morph and Piker or 2 1/1s and a Piker better? Honestly, we might want to just play Pilferer as a Pilferer.
Just spam out all 3 of these.
Yeah, because they're lethal threats.
Yeah, the sweeper that kills, that's like a pyroclasm is players as well, so that's not happening. Yeah, let's just do it.
The Hellion?
That I was thinking Sulfurous Blast, but that one
Sulfurous, Caldera, no, Caldera, Hellion.
they could just call there. You're right. You've called out a card that could kill us, but it's they're not. Oh, this is a
What?
slip. This is a
Oh,
slip.
it's a slip. That's makes sense.
I mean, I guess this might have been a board because we're islands.
Now, what was that? There was a Hellion with Echo in this set. Crater Hellion was from Urza Saga. I played
Um,
the hell out of Crater Hellion, by the way. What if I just? I'm gonna okay. While we do this, I'm just gonna generate a list of all Hellions.
I'm just
But there,
pulling up cards with Echo.
I remember there being one in Time Spiral block.
I
Volcano Hellion.
yeah, I can't
It has
remember.
Echo X, where X is your life total. When it comes into play, it deals an amount of damage of your choice to you and target creature.
Okay,
The
that's not
damage
a
can't be prevented.
that's not a Hellion in the
Now,
Hellions.
I was conflating Volcano Hellion and Echo Hellion,
Yeah,
Crater Hellion.
because Crater Hellion is from Urza's.
It's from although I think Volcano Hellion is a reference
Yeah,
to
that's
to Crater Hellion.
goodness.
Even though Crater Hellion is a Hellion beast because they didn't have Hellions back then.
This deck's cool.
This deck is very cool. We have the most powerful card possible in it. I can't think of what could be
Like
better.
what? Yeah, what? It's funny to think of a world where like I go for Mystic Confluence, they go for the counterspell, and I packed. Brendan, thank you for the sub. Yeah, I'm fine with this. It's a little
It's
awkward.
Assassinating Reality Acid. This is fine.
We're on draw.
Well, here is the most powerful white card ever
Defeated.
printed. So
Yeah, all right. Okay.
nice Dune
Nice.
Rider Outlaw.
Nice.
They're 1/2.
This card's so good.
You take Merchant of Secrets, you give it a toughness, and you spread the costs out, and it makes a very good card.
Yep. Um,
Hmm.
I think if I'm wrong, because this 1/1 body is so bad right here.
Yeah, the 1/1's not doing anything. So
Whereas like this, like we'll do something in 4 turns and hopefully we'll turn the corner. Mono white aggro, flanking aggro. All
hmm.
right.
Flanking, the thing that makes blocking math hard.
Yeah, am I assassinating a 2/2?
I think we are.
Unless I draw a better play. I think I'm assassinating a 2/2.
Yeah, we assassinated 2/2, and then
Like
we
Gorgon
can.
Recluse will be able to like
Yeah, once we cast Gorgon Recluse, doesn't matter if they
Mana
flank it or
Tithe.
not. Hey,
Hey!
we're so dead.
We're so destroyed here. But they don't. Okay, their board isn't enough to kill us for 4 turns. Oh,
Oh, I see.
because I can Icarus Slick the cavalry
And then
or strangling Soot the cavalry.
that's better because then we can maybe draw a land and swoop the Icar Slick. I think it's an instant.
I don't want to let them untap and get me with a combat trick.
What tricks were in here?
There's
Brute
a brute
strength,
strength, but there's fortify was the one I'm actually thinking of.
fortify. Yeah. If
Which
they used fortify to not have their creature die, I'd be happy
I
because
know.
that would be
I mean,
fortify murders your ass.
fortify does murder our ass.
But now they're piddly. Not anymore.
All right, that's a
Okay,
card that needs to die immediately.
the thing that we can get Icar Slicked.
Want to draw a swamp?
Swamp would be the best possible. Then we can cast Gorgon Recluse and hope they're out of gas.
Basically, they're on 2 cards in hand. We're going to go to 6, and we just kind of. So, one thing to note, we're in an old set, so face burn is real.
Yeah.
Like 6 life is.
Like we can get ghost fired and died.
Yeah, like Riddle of Lightning can go face.
Lymph Sliver.
All right, finally, it is also time.
Become errant.
A blocker is appearing.
So absorb is just prevent 1 damage, right?
Yeah, if a sorcerer deal damage to a sliver, prevent 1 of those damage.
It's a fake keyword.
Yep.
Wait a second. Okay, no. Gorgon doesn't have to deal the damage, it just has to block.
Yeah.
Better than Death Touch, because Death Touch would not work because it has flanking. So it would become it would become a 1/3,
Yeah.
and then would not deal the damage because of absorb, so I wouldn't Death Touch.
I think Gorgon's just gonna eat it here.
Goodbye, Gorgon. Yep, you are already dead.
Oh, my wobble. Oh, not yet.
Yeah, it's only on Limp Sliver. It's a fake. It's a fake.
Yeah, it's a fake keyword.
Hey, Keldon
Cool.
Harbinger.
All right.
More first strike.
Miri blocking.
We'll see your 5 mana first strike creature and raise you to a 3/2 first striker. We're gonna die to Sunlank. They're not gonna Sunlance us? Nope. Okay. We get got by brute force.
But we're on no options available, so.
Miri does get the counter though.
True. Okay.
Ooh.
Do I want a reality acid something?
To very, very slowly kill their 1/1.
That sounds garbage.
They'll play something better next turn.
Yeah, let's
Or
just.
we'll draw Talarian
Yeah, and
Gooper. Or no, he's not in the deck right now. He was
no,
sideboarded in.
Dream friend is
Dreamscape
though.
artist.
Dream familiar
Oh
is.
yeah. The Dream entity. Dreamscape entity.
Riftbolt our face. Slivers have sliver cycling.
Grey Ogre.
Okay.
Grey Ogre.
All right. We are again. The board is slowly returning.
Yeah, we're turning the corner and now we just have to draw Icker Slick,
Yeah, like
Prismatic Lens, Mystic Confluence. So it's like we have to draw more things.
just our opponent's just on creatures that are. Oh, okay, so we're getting like a bone splitter
Ooh.
sliver here. That's probably what the
They have a better sliver than a sliver that slivers.
bone sliver, which they can play right now. So +2 power. That's pretty good.
I might force a block on Homing Sliver on Errant Ephemeron. And then we can block Morph on Sidewinder Sliver.
Yeah, I think that's the line. I don't like it, but obviously, like, we take the blocks. We're still being aggroed down, you know.
We still have to draw something to deal with the Bone Splitter Sliver.
Yeah, Dream Familiar would be my favorite.
Yeah, Dreamscape Entity Enslave would be not the greatest, but it would do something. Well, cast the ones you've got, I guess. Although, we might just double block.
I know that's. So do we put it on Thraven Inspector?
You could put it on Thraben Inspector. And then just pact whatever they cast. We can also hold it for Dreamscape Artist, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
We could also take 4
that
and then try to get it with the Thallid. That's bad.
that's bad.
Oh,
We need this off the board too because it makes every sliver they draw into like
game at threat, yeah.
the end game threat.
Okay. We'll draw something eventually. Dreamscape Entity would be so good, though. A 1/5?
Yeah, 1/5 would just be so strong.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep, we're pact of negationing a Dusk Rider Paragon. Now you pay 5 or lose the game.
Yeah, I'll prevent this. All right. Are we
They
dead
have
to
3.
Riftbolt?
How do they have 3 cards in hand?
We're dead to Brute Force. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
We saw everything that we saw every part of their deck.
Our yeah.
How do they have 3 cards in hand at the end of that?
They weren't playing lands. They stopped playing lands at 6. They're at 7. So their hand is probably like Plains Mountain Brute Force.
If they have anything bad,
Is it
not the
time
best. Hmm.
for
Is
the
it time
worst?
for the worst? Well, they do have slivers.
They did have a lot of slurs.
Snapback would also be okay. You can bounce a timely sliver at an important time.
Yeah, remove a text.
Like that,
Um,
that might be better in the. Is it better than Reality Acid if we don't have the thing happen? Is the Silver Sliff better or worse than Snapback?
Probably worse, but I think it's funny.
We're doing it because it's funny. Okay.
Um, Trying to see if there's a spot I can fit the snapback in here. Maybe the pilfer. This card's like,
Not very good. We have plenty of creatures.
yeah.
Being on the play will be pretty big. What's a good hand?
That looks nice.
How many errant ephemerons and cloud skates can they beat?
What am I?
Ah, thank goodness they don't have the they don't have the best card. That 1/2 did like 9 damage to us. So I
Yeah,
should not get. There's their Peregrine. Okay, is it pro black?
yeah, it's pro black.
So you have to beat it up with 4/4s rather than murdering it. Ooh. No, we got to get Ephemeron out though, right?
Yeah, this is just
As a
this is continual ephemeron.
Cloudskate is very reasonable to just to cast. Ephemeron is not.
Yeah, that's my thought process here. Sure, slivers have sliver homing sliver. Would love to
Do we
draw an
kill that?
island.
Do we kill their guy so they can't turn flanking sliver into bone splitter sliver? Or do we just to be patient? Play the dreamscape artist. Let them commit and then bone splitter dies to Icar Slick anyways.
That's
Yeah, that's
kind of what I'm
probably
thinking.
better.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Because we don't have the island, we can't double thing here.
So the Dusk Rider Peregrine's going to come down, and it's going to be a little annoying timed. We're
Then
taking,
it'll run into 4/4s.
yeah. Or it'll get bounced. Sure.
Raven Inspector here. From another realm. Oh, that's Icarus Slick mana up. Or we can Dreamscape Artist as well.
That's not Acre Slick Mana. Again, it's 6.
It's 6. Why do I always think it's 5? Uh,
Because it's 3 in the top corner and 2 on the cycling.
yeah.
Which is, I think I'm just gonna
Just pet.
Dreamscape Artist.
Yeah.
Do I want to do it now so I can assassinate?
We could assassinate their guy. Sure.
Yeah. Alright, so let's go. I'm gonna discard the swamp.
Discard a swamp. Sacrifice a swamp.
Yeah, basically.
Get island swamp.
Alright, I want you to Mana Tithe me.
Second a clue, looking for Mana Tithe.
Okay. The idea is I'd rather have the Mana Tithe happen on, not Riftwing Cloud's Gate.
Yeah. Although it's going to be hard for them to Mana Tithe anything from this point onward.
Yeah. Well, there's a very specific turn right here, right now, where, like, I would tap out for Riftwing to bounce this Peregrine, you know? 5 cards in hand still.
We get a 4/4. Ooh.
Ooh! That's a surprise blocker.
It is.
Yep.
Although we're probably holding back with Aaron, so it probably isn't. Or do we just bounce the we can attack and then just bounce the Peregrine? Judge unworthy. What does that do?
Scry 3, then damage equal to mana cost.
Okay, can they do they have something that
They have a
costs more than 4 in
4.
their like they have the Peregrine, but
It has to be like a Bone Splitter Sliver.
yeah. Can they hit a Bone Splitter Sliver? That's not a good card, that Judge unworthy.
It's good at killing small things. Like, for white 1, I think the card's fine. Ivory Giant.
Well, we weren't beating that.
Okay.
It's a good card to know about. Don't have it, 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 don't you no.
I had to try the odds because they dug for it last turn and failed to find, right?
Uh
So they got it on their draw last turn.
so we get a 4/4. And they have a 4/4 as well.
Okay.
Ours can beat theirs though. Man, these games where we don't have Mystic Confluence are a lot harder than the ones where we do.
Mm. So the reason their hand is 5 cards is that it's just removal.
Makes sense.
That's
Well,
the
we can throw the Gorgon in front of the
sliver.
sliver.
Yeah. Okay. The problem is they still have Ivory Giant, which is just tap your team.
Yeah. So we need to draw pot.
I mean, Dreamscape Artist kind of helps with that.
Yeah, sending our deck out. There are 4 lands out of our deck. Well, we're running out of ways to deal with a 3/3 flyer.
Yeah.
Stop having
I,
things. They
there's
suspended
there's
what?
no world that's correct.
What? Do they not think they have 7 lands in their deck?
There's
Ah.
no world. No, absolutely none.
Ugh.
Okay, whatever.
Well, that deals with Thraben Inspector.
Yeah,
Although we're probably killing Thraben Inspector with Ichor Slick to draw the card.
that is indeed what I'm thinking. So,
Just do it now. Or I don't know what we would draw that would play, so maybe we don't. Wait, no. No, it's 6, so no.
yeah, it costs like 1,000,000 mana.
Do we attack for 1? That'd be so blatant. No, we don't attack because we might Strangling Soot plus activate. There could possibly be a thing that causes us to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're dead next turn. You're gonna upkeep Dreamscape Artist.
Mm-hmm. It's -1 mana.
So -1 mana to remove 2 lands from the deck.
Correct.
Okay. What's
This
this?
is a Halberdier?
Fury Sliver.
Sure. It's a dead creature.
Also a chumped creature. Well, not a for tapping Dreamscape Artist.
Yeah, that's why I'm... Alright, so... Upkeep. I'm doing this to try to improve our draw odds. Because,
We're
like...
basic. We have the 1 outer.
Yeah. Damn, that's a good card, but too late. Like, it picks up the Ephemeron, and we have the mana to recast, but...
Yeah, but
We're 1 turn too late for that.
well, rip.
Yep.
We lost to a good aggro deck.
Oh my god.
We lost to a flying creature with pro
I
art
was
shape.
gonna say, damn,
We didn't
damn,
draw our reality acid because we boarded it out.
Yeah, I guess we saw the Peregrine Drake. Maybe that should have been our.
Yeah, that card didn't seem so scary at that situation, but
Why is this Ivory Giant still?
well, you've got the revealed card from the Scry, not the revealed one from the.
Oh yeah.
That's the card they revealed for.
But yeah, it sucks because we actually like if we could live through this turn, we do. We would, well, the Ivory Giant would kill us sooner or later, I suppose.
Yeah, so
All right.
we didn't draw our card that was insane against every deck, and we lost. Compared to those first 2 games where we drew it and cast it, and even though it got countered, we still won.
Oh, like I think we were doing a good job of rounding the corner in game 1.
Yeah, we were getting there.
Like we were getting there. We just died to brute force on a 1/2. I guess I should have tried to kill that 6 turns earlier. I don't know. Like, shrug. Again, I
Hey, look,
still
hey, look,
love to
I'm in
have
third.
a deck here.
I'm in
Oh,
third place.
oh,
Yeah, right next to Solid Snakes 408 and several places above Fat Tony at 007.
Gertby Frobe, Ash Browns, Sea Machine 94, Born in the Year. XX Martin BXX.
That's such a good.
That's
That's such a good username.
Cardinal Space Zen. So you know it's an old username because it has a space in it.
Yeah. But nobody's caught up to Daniel.
With the whole
3 trophies.
nobody's playing this. I like this format. I think it's nifty because it's the closest thing, not the closest thing, one of the closest things to Cube in a set. Because Time Spiral already has 1 million mechanics and feel is like almost Cube level complexity, but then like Mystic Confluence and Trigon Predator and Reclamation Sage are, hanging out too. So
It's like cube level complexity without cube level power level, except
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 yeah, that's Mana Tithe. You can have multiple Mana Tithes. Our opponent could have had 3 Mana Tithes for all we know.
they could have 6 Mana
Yeah, they
Tithes.
could just.
They could have their first 10 picks could have all been Mana Tithes.
uh,
What's the playable amount of Mana Tithes? How many can you play in a deck?
okay, so the restriction, the biggest restriction on like how good Mana Tithe can be is that you still need to have like enough bodies to have under it, right?
Yeah, you have to do it can't it has to be it's a forward playing card.
Yeah, you don't do anything if you're just I hold back Mana Tithe. No, you need like turn 1, like our opponent, when turn 1, Thraben Inspector, turn 2, 2/2 flanking, and that's the board you protect, something like that.
Yeah.
Hope somebody got Poison Sliver deck to work. Sadly, it's a lot harder to get Poison Sliver deck to work in here because this is 3 sets combined. That said,
Mhm.
like
The double strike guy helps.
if you just have 2 or 3 copies of it, that starts getting really dangerous. And there is like Homing Sliver to search. The big problem is like it's 3 sets in one, which means that the common pool is like 600 cards or some nonsense. Time Spiral,
Your other problem is that card isn't very good. But that's the problem you've chose to overcome
I,
by being a
I,
brave warrior.
yeah, one of my favorite drafts I ever did, Triple Future Sight. I had 4 cards in my deck: Poison Sliver, Homing Sliver, Thornwheeled Archer, and Sprout Swarm.
So you had 2 good cards and then 2 other cards you chose to win with.
It was like 2 or 3 Sprout Swarm, 10 Virulent Sliver. Like literally, it was just turn 1 Virulent Sliver, turn 2 Virulent, Poison 3, and then next turn attack for Poison 9. Yeah, we're fine because of Assassinate Plus.
Yeah, we got Assassinate, we got a Morph, we've got whatever your heart desires. I'll stop playing with my dice now. There you
Okay,
go. Stop. Pitkeeper. A Piker.
this card's just been Piker in our deck.
It generally is. Ooh, your
Well,
slivers have reach.
let's Pikers live and
Pikers fight and Pikers die. They fight grizzly bears.
play a Sinew Sliver or whatever.
That'd be fine. We'd murder it.
Deramorphic. Hi.
That's the first one of those we've seen. Probably
Again,
because those cards get snapped up real quick.
snapped up real quick, and again, common out of a 3 set, so, Okay. Then Sinew Sliver, yep, sure. That's the play. You might get what you want, Blazing Blade. We might be on
Might be on slivers. Do we assassinate their reach sliver, or do we just slick their sinew sliver? Because they won't be able to pressure us if we just assassinate. Like, they won't be attacking.
Then we can like Icarus Slick later if we need to.
It's the greedy play. The greedy play is to hold on to the Acre Slick, but
It always
greed is
is.
good.
It always is.
Because we have to draw one more land, and the Recluse will be pretty good here.
I'll pass. We're hanging out and blocking.
Another Sinew Sliver.
That'd be fucked up. Do it. Sunlink!
Sunlink.
Sunlink is a color shift of
Strafe,
mm-hmm.
which is they're both really good cards. Strafe was never as good because it was contemporary to Lightning Bolt, but ooh, Harmonic Sliver.
Okay.
Oh, that makes that less good.
Happy
The
to,
upshot, yeah, the upshot is it's a 3-mana 2/2,
yeah.
which we are also about to play.
It's even a 3-mana 1/1 if we can kill the dang Sinew. Which now that we're doing this, like they're on 2 cards in hand. We can just like Gorgon Recluse to hold down the fort.
Down the mulligan. I just realized we're fighting Podcaster
Yeah,
Mage.
Podcaster Mage is like powerful naming. They're attacking with just Harmonic Sliver.
I mean, it makes our Enslave bad. Do we want to? We're going to make a 5-drop next turn. So are we going to actually use our Pilferer? I don't know. I can see this being either way. 3-mana in, 3-mana out.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm fine there. Like, if there's a combat trick, there's a combat trick. We can trade our 1/1s for each other.
Meyer Boa.
This is where we're happy we have Icarus.
Meyer Boa, a side grade to River Boa, which was a card that got played in many decks.
No!
Not again!
No!
Ah.
Alright. We're dead as hell.
I mean, we're not that dead, but we're sad.
If they have land Might Sliver, that's the like we're dead zone. But I just want to draw land and like cycle Icarus Slicks at them for the next 3 turns, right? Like
Yeah, that's what we're doing. Gem Hide. But a River Boa was from Visions. And it was very far above the curve for what creatures were back then. There's a Piker with Island Walk and Regenerate.
do it. Okay.
You wanted them to do it again? Well, we can't lose.
Alright, okay, we're going to 8.
We drew the card that won the game.
Do they have Might Sliver? Is that their last card in hand? That's a card I assume they have is Might Sliver, but
Ooh, they're not attacking with the Gem Hide.
I assume they're tapping out for Might Sliver.
Whatever it is, it's probably getting enslaved. Nope, not. It's getting
It can't be. It's a 4/4.
It's a 4/4.
It's still probably getting enslaved. It sucks because it means it still works for them. But
We could bounce it.
it doesn't answer it though.
It does not. How many more slivers could they have in their deck, you know?
7. I'm gonna guess 7. I don't think they have another harmonic. I think we're safe there.
It's a card you begrudgingly play one of.
Right,
I think.
that card's a one-off.
That's a sideboard card.
All right, so
which they're definitely going to be happy about.
We're taking.
We're getting Boed.
Yeah, which we have the answer to in hand, so it's not like a big problem. And then they're gonna play another sliver. Nantuko Shaman.
Ooh.
Am I countering that?
We might counter that. Like maybe counter it. Bounce the Boa. No, we have to. If we counter it, we have to double counter it because they have mana.
Yes, we have to counter it twice. It's like counter
We-
twice, draw.
So we'd be counter twice, draw, go to 5. That's probably fine.
I just don't want them to draw the card on the body.
Yeah, when they're this low, yeah. Plus just like a 3/2 haste. And Tuka Shaman was always really cool because it a 3 mana 3/2 was like cool back then.
Yeah, that was like fine. Okay, so I'm waiting for like the moment where I get to do the thing.
Yeah, when it goes on the stack. Which is now. So counter, counter, draw. We could still draw. No, that doesn't work.
If
Never
I
mind.
wanted to be like really greedy, we could have gone for just counter unless they pay 3, draw, draw. Like, because they're not
Oh
gonna.
yeah, because then they wouldn't draw the land card. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's another 4/4. Okay. Symmetric slivers. Hmm. I mean, we take that, right? Or I mean, we take the block, not take the hit.
I don't think they remembered that our sliver got pulled. No, they did. They just.
Thrill of the Hunt. Wow. That. Wait.
Ooh.
Wait a second. Why aren't we dead?
+1, +2, not +2, +1.
Okay, there we go. Well, we're dead.
No, I
We're
mean,
so owned.
we lose the might sliver dies. We can't ick or slick here either because the -2, -2. Okay.
So we need to draw. Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Um,
We can't cycle Icar Slick, can we? Looking for land.
if we draw a land, we get it. Um,
How greedy do we want to be?
pretty greedy.
Greed's good. Go for it.
Our
Never.
opponent has drawn 10 spells, 4 lands. So
Let's be greedy. We have to kill the boa because the sliver dies to the strangling soot.
yes.
They play. And then we can either sooty the sliver or just put a 4/4 in front of it.
We need to put a 4/4 in front of it
Toughness 3 or less. Yes.
because of
Well, that'll be good for this matchup. Pro green.
yeah.
Yep, we have to do this now, though. Spell Mana Tithe this.
Mm-hmm. So they have a way to make a 3-power creature morph. Okay.
A morph.
And they still have a way to make a 3-power creature.
Infiltrator core has suspend, so we may as well attack with it.
Yeah, it's not shadow ain't blocking anywhere.
Or not, it's got shadow, I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just another errant ephemeron. What green and white morphs are there? What morphs are there in green and white? What son of Moog is that?
5th land.
Okay. We can play the Trespasser.
Yeah, I think it's play Trespasser, leave up Strangling Soot. Then we can kill next turn.
Could be Exalted Angel or Histrodon. Okay, down to 9. If it's Thelanite Hermit, we are fucking dead. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we can Soot the Hermit. They attack all out.
We take...
We don't die.
Yeah, we don't die. And then...
So we just Soot the Hermit now, right? So they can't, like, Mind Freak us.
We're dead because there's a pump spell in their graveyard.
You're right. Let's hope they forget. Our out is that they forget that they have a flashback card.
God, okay. This was one I felt like we had finally turned the corner on, but 1 million attackers is just like the end of the game.
Forget.
No.
Nope. Oh, God damn it.
Well, that's... Yeah. That's pretty bad.
Pretty bad. I don't like Riptide Pilferer here very much.
No.
If only we had Muckdrub last game.
Steal it.
We could steal the Holy Strings.
One of the things that actually killed us was that we were on 3 swamps and unable to play this Dune Rider Outlaw ever.
Yeah.
And because we never got it into play, we died to lethal damage.
Because the Muscle Sliver would not have been a problem. Well, no, that would have been a problem.
Having one additional blocker ends the game in that position.
Yeah, that would have been it. Where have you been, Prismatic Lens?
Yeah.
Prismatic Lens would have been so good. We could have flashbacked our thing. We could have cast our Dune Rider Outlaw. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, this is good.
We can ride Dune Rider Outlaw to the end of this game. That's my thought process.
Yeah, because we can sit their blocker and get the counter on it. And then once it's a 2/2, it'll be hard to tango with.
Yeah. As you might expect, Malamet, with the stream title, hell if I know what cards are in here.
Yeah, like did you know
Did
you know that
know?
Mystic Confluence is in our deck?
Yeah. So yes, I misplayed by not killing the Thelanite Hermit. Because I didn't know that it was. Whoops. Yep, Sinu Sliver, kill Sinu Sliver, get in.
That's a card we're fine paying price on Strengthling Sit. Yeah, Malamet was prophetic, not useful, scary information. You cursed me by letting me say if that's Thelianite Hermit, we're fucking dead. And lo and behold, that's what it was. And we live for moments like that where we see the bullet entering our brain the moment before it does.
Okay. All right. Let's just hope they don't have creatures that can block this.
No,
Oh,
they have a
never
sunlight.
mind.
Okay.
All right. Not riding that to victory.
Dreamscape Artist, though.
Dreamscape Artist is necessary to make this hand work because of uh,
Yeah.
20 lands.
I'm actually really missing the mountain right about now.
Yeah.
Imperiosaur.
Shit. Shit.
How do we deal with a 5/5? Assassinate. That's how we do it.
Assassinate, yeah. It's
We
always,
can suspend. We can suspend that. Turn Swamp into Swamp Island.
yeah.
No, we probably turn Island into Swamp Island.
Yeah. No,
Imperiosaur used to be a rare. That was back when 4 mana 5/5 was enough to be
this is an
rare.
uncommon in the set.
What am I thinking of as a?
Because that was not a rare in the set. I remember seeing it too often for it to be a rare.
No, it was uncommon. What am I thinking of? There was some kind of dinosaur. Time Spiral.
No. Absolutely not.
Okay, because I'm old, once again I was wrong. I was thinking of Emperor Crocodile, which is some Urza
That's
stats.
you have this set and Urza's just like right there with
Well,
each
they're
other.
like cards that kind of reference each other.
Again, this is the reference world. That's the whole point.
Uh,
Anyway,
and I might have grew up with Urza's cards, Jins. Well,
I
we have to not lose the game here.
yeah, I didn't. That was I again. Kamigawa was my starting point. So
I had old border cards before I had new border cards.
I did as well because I got given a bunch of onslaught cards. That was like my okay.
I guess we attack.
Well, might as well. Four cards in hand. I mean, I guess obviously Thelonite Hermit was their play because it's their best card by a mile, but hell's your hand?
This is well, I don't know.
Four cards, no land plays.
They not want to rest in silence our Dreamscape Mage.
Yeah, is it like three removal spells and a pump spell, and like they just don't want to answer our 1/1 like that?
Well,
Sometimes you draw them. All right, how many? Okay,
now is Death Spore Thallid better as 2 lands out of our deck? At this point in the game, maybe.
probably. I'm thinking so. I don't want to draw lands ever again.
In with the
This probably dies.
man.
Yep.
We saw that bad destroy like scry damage to attacking creature spell. I want to see Gaze of Justice. That's a white removal spell I can get behind.
What is? All right.
Yeah, we sack Island and then go Island Swamp, I think.
All right.
Do we upkeep? Nope.
We didn't have a
3/1. Hell yeah.
we didn't have a card in hand to upkeep with.
You're right. You're right. So we just attack for 4 and then play a Trespass reel back.
I'm stunned. We might be getting there.
Oh, we have all creatures have reach. Okay.
Sure.
We don't like the card we draw. We can just that's probably good enough, right? Or do we no, we could kill them in 2 turns. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like a 1 of 3 is doing anything.
I have to assume they drew the sliver.
What is their hand? It's bound in silence. They windmill slammed that on to trespassable effect.
We got
What?
there?
What?
I'm,
What?
they played Imperiosaur and we answered Theonite Hermit, and then their hand was 5 planes. Like,
But they were missing land drops.
I know, but maybe they don't care about playing lands past 5. Like, maybe they were just bluffing it.
I'm
Maybe
confused.
that's fine.
Did they have a spell shaper that they were like holding them for? Are you considering primal plasma?
That was because 1/6 blocks. I have literally no idea what their hand was.
Yeah, I guess a 1/6 blocks their deck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we just beat them with flying creatures. The
Transmuter doesn't really
Crookclaw.
do anything in this matchup because like everything's square statted out of theirs.
Yeah, it would just be to punch them. Like Plasma or Tolarian Sentinel. The Sentinel would let us do the reality acid thing, which would be pretty unbeatable.
Let's see if we can get that going in the final game here.
Yeah, here we go.
Last game. Oh,
Hmm.
I'll play the Thalidon too because it's, you know,
Yeah. A Nightshade Assassin might just be a 2/1 first strike.
okay.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
we just cast Reality Acid on a land next turn.
Yeah.
Or do we do it on 4 so they can't Mana Tithe us? Do we just play off curve because they're not doing anything? You've got nothing. They have nothing. And we'll have just enough time to Tolarian Sentinel.
Fuck.
Oh god.
Fuck.
Um
Valerian Sentinel can fly over.
yeah, Tolarian Sentinel can fly over. So we've now entered the clown time of the game,
Clown
where our
era.
opponent has played a card that makes the game revolve around it.
Okay, so we talked about cards that might be, that my snap like thing was like I packed that, right? But um the we talked about cards on the power level of like
Mystic
Mystic
Confluence.
Confluence. We might have
Yeah.
one.
Stupid Palace Jailer.
At
Hate
least they
that
didn't.
card.
At least they didn't get removal off of it. They must have just top decked it if they, you
Yeah,
know.
and they're just playing it like a Court of Cunning. Well,
All right,
maybe we can draw 2 black cards.
killing it doesn't do anything. Okay, well, what if we draw our best? The fact that they spent Sunlance makes this Tolarian Sentinel really good.
I think we're going to next turn discard Pact of Negation to. Oh, yeah, we can discard the Nightshade Assassin, just
It,
put it into play as a
it has
2/1.
madness. Might as well play it. If they have another Sunlank, damn.
We're 1 turn off from
So our current problem now is that they're just gonna go ahead and overrun us with the
with this stuff.
with the with
Okay, hopefully we draw a
a black
black
card.
card.
One black card, please. Thank you.
That'll do. And now we can actually pact. And then Confluence can like force combat to work our way.
Obviously,
So
we don't
hope
want to bounce Palace Jailer. That's bad, but
yeah. Yeah, we can like assassinate it or whatever. Because if we attack and get the monarchy, they're forced to attack back.
yeah, and then we can start. Okay, so they drew another green
Tap
source.
out for a big spell. Tap out for a big spell. Tap out for a big spell. Tap out to no. They're just playing shitters because of
They can block forever.
Forcing their combat trick doesn't do anything because
They can replay it.
they can flash it back.
Yeah. Not worth it.
Makes our attack pretty bad, doesn't it?
I think we still attack because we can Mystic Confluence and do some bullshit. Actually, yes, we get their land. Sadly, this doesn't bounce the thing. I'm sad we didn't get to actually do the Reality Acid thing.
Yeah. So if we draw Dreamstalker, I'd be pretty happy.
Yeah. We get to pick up the Nightshade, re-Nightshade. Um,
So our options are attack, see what they do. If they buff their guy, we can bounce it and draw 2 cards.
yeah,
But that then we have to pact the flyer.
well, I mean, we can't counter the flyer anyway with Mr. Confluence.
Yeah.
Like, unless we literally make this Force of Will. I think we packed the flyer anyway.
We packed the flyer anyway. So let's attack and see what they do. We can
Yeah.
also just assassinate their palace jailer and pass.
So they're holding a Thrill of the Hunt, right? Like, that's the trick.
That's what they telegraphed.
Yeah. This is basically a draw spell that burns half of a combat trick.
Yeah.
Annoying that it's half of a combat trick, but... Okay, like Mary. Miri steals the monarchy like real.
Mary steals the monarchy pretty well. So this is the turn we hope they don't do anything important because we have to pact the bird.
Yeah, I kind of want just like
And
Gem Sliver.
yeah. Then we can Miri and take back the monarchy.
I think we assassinate to try to hold. Well, we can't hold it again. Yeah, we can hold it. So let's go. Miri.
We can do both, right?
Yeah.
Then we probably yeah, we do this.
Then we assassinate or attempt to assassinate the jailer.
We try to assassinate the jailer, and then we probably force the trick on Hide Sliver. Like they attack, we block, force them to use it. That
Yeah.
denies the draw.
Yeah.
Like we packed the Peregrine Rider. And then we just hope to draw Ichor Slicks for the rest of the game. Or Errant Ephemerons.
I'm fine with this. This is annoying, but it's better than them mana tithing the Pact of Negation.
Yes.
Okay, we get our card. That's no. Alright. Alright, you know what I want to lose to here?
What's that?
Sandblast, because I played the wrong land last turn.
Ooh, they can destroy our island.
Yeah, if they get us that way, I'd be
That'd be a fine way to win the night on.
I'd be so happy. I love that sort of thing, right? Like Just give me a sandblast on my freaking uh block.
Mistakes. Yeah, mistakes were made.
I'll keep the
We'll
monarchy, thanks.
we'll keep the monarchy because we knew you were doing that.
She flying because she's jumping out of the weather light? No, because she's a
She's a
vampire.
vampire.
Uh,
Krovax made her a vampire, I think.
in the alternate timeline. This
See,
is
now we can just block with
yeah.
Miri,
Now
right?
now Miri just holds back. Come on, do it, do it, do it, do it.
Or oh god,
Ooh! Okay, first things first.
we have to not lose the game.
Yeah, she is also jumping out of yes. I'm casting that.
Now we're casting it. So they get to take the monarchy back just by attacking with the worm.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a good one.
That one's
We're
fine.
happy enough to pick up an island at this part of the game.
Yeah. Take 6. The thing we actually want to draw is like an Icar Slick to be able to instant speed on this.
Icar Slick or fucking Riftwing Cloud Skate.
Riftwing Cloud Skate will do it too. Up here's some. Ooh.
Temporal Spider. That's a great blocker for our creature.
Yep. We no longer have the ability to take the monarchy back. Damn, that's so good.
Gorgon Recluse. Ah, that's pretty good against the Phantom Worm.
Yeah. Gorgon plus Dreamstalker.
Yeah, just gum up the ground, try
And
to...
then Aaron Ephemeron can try to get in, but like, oh god, leaving with the monarchy for so long sucks. But what can we do?
Nothing.
Yeah, that's indeed.
We bounce Swamp.
Yeah.
And we hold the Swamp probably to discard to whatever. Actually, wait. Maybe, like...
Oh, it's not just on. It's just on combat damage. Oh, Miri could
Yeah.
attack there. Okay, I. I.
I thought it was a Singear.
Nah.
But it wouldn't be able to hold anything back if we did that.
I'm a little worried about our life total in that position. Is the problem?
We can do that next turn when we play the Ephemeron.
Yeah, that'll give us a little bit more because right here we get to Gorgon and kill.
Yeah. Clock's red, but who cares?
This is
Game
last
3.
game. So destroy the creature.
Destroy the blocked creature. Stop having things.
They're shit.
Well, they can't flip it up, so we have a
They
turn
can.
to draw.
They can.
They can. And then we'll never get the monarchy back.
Yeah.
This game's over.
Yeah, I mean, we can't stop them from flipping it. We're going to die, so.
Oh, there's Cloud Skate.
I mean, again, Monarchy, deck like this, they've drawn, what, like 6 cards extra?
Yeah.
There's not a lot we can do about that. So flip it up. Mm-hmm. A million tokens. Because like they're just drawing continuous gas forever. That's the power of the monarchy. We've seen that with Palace Jailer and like here we're standing because like we drew 2 off Confluence and such. But
We
even
drew
that
2 off Confluence and then
that's
had a few turns of the monarchy, but
yeah.
yeah, it's almost like they played a card that made the game completely revolve around it. Yeah.
Yeah. If they all out, we're dead.
Oh no.
No, because Thelanite Hermit can't
You,
all out.
yeah, you first strike against the Thelianite
Oh no,
Hermit.
we're dead because this got a second point of power.
Block, block, block. Yep. And then no, we only take 6.
4 tokens.
Oh, 4 tokens. I thought there were 3 tokens. Yeah, we're dead.
We're
Okay.
dead.
This format is I don't know, is it good or bad that there's random bullshit in everybody's decks? Like you have a very wild format where things just happen and then there's random bullshit on top of it. I don't know. I do think that putting Palace Jailer in your format makes it worse.
Bale's Jailer's a fucked up magic card. Again, I'm like, we asked the question at the beginning of
Wait, wait,
this.
wait. Let's stop doing things. Scroll all the way down again. Goblin War Buggy made me feel a lot better after having all that happen to us.
Yeah, with specifically with we asked the question like what card is possibly stronger than Mystic Confluence, and
I'm
I
not willing to call Palace Jailer more
I'm
powerful.
I'm,
I'm
I'm
willing.
I'm willing to put it on the same level.
Yeah, I am too.
I'm willing to say it's the like there's is there a card in the set so you can only have one offset card,
Mm-hmm.
so all your other cards can't be from the time shifted. Is there a card in set you would pick over Palace Jailer? Pick one, pack one.
No, I don't
Like
think so.
like in all of Time Spiral, I'm trying to think of anything I would pick over Palace Jailer. Obviously, same with Mystic Confluence, right? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
um,
I don't know. And I guess Palace Jailer might be better because decks play Palace Jailer in Legacy. None of them play Mystic Confluence.
still, I really loved our deck.
We never got we. I was a little sad because we did a lot of flooding out. We were always on the back foot. Never. We were always looking to draw things. We never.
I feel like the deck needed like one copy of 4C, but like
Yeah, maybe that pick where we picked up whatever over the 4C might have been wrong, but
maybe. Yeah, again.
Looter Core. We needed a Looter Core.
Ooh, yeah. Well, especially with all the madness stuff, Luterial Core is like the best card in the world. This is a wild a true name nemesis. Okay, sure. So let's put true name nemesis on like 1C or whatever, because I'd pick true name over any card in the set because it's unkillable. Like what kills it? Crovax.
Crovax. Yeah, it's in Evan Carr
Yeah,
does.
yeah. Like Crovax does it. Um,
It's like whatever Wrath exists. There has to be a Wrath. In this. I don't
Damnation.
remember. Damnation. Damnation does it.
Damnation does it.
All right, I got to get out of here.
Anyway, that's gonna be it for tonight. Thank you all for joining. This was again, this format's like I think of it like a cube almost. Just like obviously it's not as curated, which it's still a fun format to go into. I wouldn't want to play it like a bunch, but as a revisit, that's sweet. So had a real good time with that. Hope you had a fun time with it. Thank you to Burnhead and gifting out the sub and Rebirth for gifting out the subs. Thank you to everybody just being here, having a good time. Hope y'all enjoyed getting to play Mystic Confluence on a format and Errant Ephemerons and such. That's always good. Hope you enjoyed us getting Mana Tithe like 6 times. Next week, Mirrored and Darksteel. Mirrored and Darksteel. So, that'll be what we're doing next week. It'll be on Friday as well. So, but we're putting Netrunner on Tuesdays now. I'm shifting things around a bunch. I should probably put it on the schedule, but I always forget to. So sorry about that. But if you follow on Twitter, you'll know when I'm going live. Anyway, thank y'all for joining. Have a good night, everybody.